Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Tristan Barrocks here, the digital storyteller, and I'm super excited to be with you for another episode of Cinecut, where I'll be unboxing the A7 IV and the 24 to 105 lens. So are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Woo! All right. I am super excited because my Sony A7 IVs came in. As you know, I was looking to upgrade for the last couple months. I had to wait for a while. I had to sell some gear. People thought for some reason I was like stopping, my digital storytelling career, or I wasn't doing films anymore. It wasn't that at all. I just need to get rid of some gear, to make some room for some new gear. So, this is obviously the hot ticket item. It just got released on the 23rd of December, 2 days before Christmas. And I was able to pick it up from my good friends at VizTech Canada. They were able to secure two for me. So I decided to just make a quick unboxing video and tell you a little bit about my first impressions, but let's see what's inside this box and then we'll look at what's inside the 24 to 105 box, all right? Now, this is a really, really hot product. I know a lot of people put it on order or want to get it. And, it's really, really nice to be able to get a new product. But ultimately, the reason for any of these products is to tell better stories, to capture better moments, and to ultimately, make money. This is obviously always the boring stuff. This is some of the boring stuff. You got your paperwork here, your manuals, all that great stuff, warranty stuff. All right, I'll throw that over here. We got our strap, which I never use. I don't know if you use a strap, but I don't use a strap at all. I don't use them for anything. I don't find them to be useful outside of getting in the way. So I'm gonna throw that over there. Comes with a charging plug here. Let me just see here, pull this out here. Here's the charging plug. And then we also have the battery, which you get one of these amazing Z batteries, which will last you quite a few hours. You get a USB cable, which is pretty cool. Right, nice USB. And let's see what this bad boy is. We can pull it out here. We're gonna pull out this bad boy here. Throw this box down on the ground here. Okay. It's much more beefier than the A7 III that I had before. I really like this grip here, and I believe that they took the same design that the A7S III has, where it's a little bit more of a beefier design. It has the dual card slots, so you can use the, I think it's CFast Express Type A cards, or you can use high capacity SD cards to record. The thing I actually really like too is that a lot of the buttons, the customizational buttons, are laid out a little bit differently. It's actually makes a lot more sense in my opinion. You got your record button that's up here instead of at the back like how it was before. You also have another customizational option that has a good pushback to it. This dial up at the top right hand corner of the camera used to be the exposure sort of adjustment wheel. Now they kind of Sony has made it into sort of a customizable dial, which is really, really nice. We have another sort of what I call the shutter speed dial, shutter speed or ISO dial. Here we got some more customizable buttons all along here, but you've probably seen this in multiple videos. I can't remember the last time I had a camera that had a flip out display. This is going to be very, very useful for my vlogging, very useful for a lot of my content creation, blog and vlog style videos. But the thing I also really like, there's two other things I really like about this body. And it actually became really real with me as I'm creating this video. I'm so used to plugging in my micro HDMI cable to full HDMI cable into my old A7 IIIs that I was doing that with this, and I realized it wasn't fitting. And then I realized, oh yeah, because it has a full-size HDMI port, which is like, to me, one of my favorite parts of this camera. Like, just give me the full-size HDMI port. That's wonderful. That's fantastic. The last thing I really like, and I just want to show, is just this dial mode, this dial button here. If you can see here, the dial, I'm gonna try and go in a little bit closer. So this dial, there's a little button at the front here that allows you to switch to the different modes really quickly. So you have obviously your photography mode, you have your video and filming mode, and then you also have your S&Q mode, which is slow and quick mode, slow and fast mode. Now let's open up this bad boy here, the 24 to 105 Sony. Now, for those of you that don't know, I am a big lover of the Canon 24 to 105, and the reason for that is because this gives you just a ginormous sort of focal range, right? You got your 24 range, you got your 35, you got your 50, it hits 85, it hits 100 as well as 105. And on the 105 side, it's a little bit of macro. It gives you a little bit of macro photography option or optics. So again, yes, it's a f4 lens. It's not the fastest lens, but you know, you mix one of these lenses with, you know, a dope sensor out of a camera like the A7 IV, or you know, you mix it with any of the new sensors that are out there, and really you can regain that stop with, you know, bumping up your ISO. Now I say all that, but I was really getting tired of having to use adapters. So this is the Sigma MC11 adapter. It goes from Sony back to a Canon lens. And again, Canon is not native to Sony bodies, right? I can't just put this lens onto this camera, right? I have to have an adapter in order to make that work. And even with that, having that adapter, it's not going to guarantee that I'm going to have the best performance when it comes to autofocus, video tracking, all of those things. And I just wanted to have something that was more native to the Sony body and the Sony ecosystem. Let's open this up here. Let's see how this kind of looks in comparison to the Canon 24 to 105. Obviously, you got a whole bunch of plastic. Great. The box. Now, in the box, you do get a boatload of manual stuff. So there's a lot of like manuals and warranty stuff. I'm gonna open this up. Ooh, it's really tight. This is actually a really nice case. It's pleather, but it's nice pleather. All right, so we got obviously our lens hood, which is always good. Now, for those of you that don't know what a lens hood is for, it's really there to prevent flaring. Flaring is when unneeded or unnecessary light is hitting the lens in an awkward or a very distracting way, and it creates flares. Whether it's indoors or outdoors, it's going to provide you with the best, most consistent lighting experience. And it's just really good to use a lens hood whenever you can. Now, here's the front element here. As you can see, it's beautiful. One of the things I'm really interested in seeing is really how these two match up. You know, obviously we have the old Canon Mark I 24 to 105 versus the Sony 24 to 105. One of the things that I really want to see is I want to see the characteristics of both of these lenses. I want to see which lens is more accurate in terms of focusing, in terms of rendering the image, all of those sort of things. So I'll probably make another video just comparing these two lenses together, because I think it's really, really important, especially if you're using it for photography, but also if you're using it for cinematography, you know, to really see what the benefits are of going with a native lens versus going with a non-native lens and still being able to render and create some really, really great images out of it. All right, so now I'm going to connect these together and do some testing and let you know what I think, and we'll go from there.
What's up? Uh-oh, that beeping means I have to get the waffles.
Yeah, and those are some of the images and some of the moments that I just captured over the last few days during the Christmas holiday. My first impressions, honestly, is that I'm super excited to really dive into, you know, the menus and the customizational options of the A7 IV. I'm really excited to push this camera to its brink, to really see how good it is in terms of like rendering all of my images, in terms of like how the video is going to be handled into my computer and things of that nature. I'm really glad that Sony was able to pack in so many features into this this hybrid camera. I know that, you know, some people were disappointed that the 4K 60 is cropped, but honestly, you really don't notice it. If you really need that sort of wide look in 60 or 120 frames per second, then maybe you should be looking at the Sony A7S Mark III or the FX3. Any one of those have no crop factor when it comes to the 60 frames per second in 4K or the 120 frames per second in 4K. But for now, that's all I got right now. This is just a quick unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed it, and look out for some more videos coming up shortly about some really dope products and projects I'm working on. Until the next time, stay creative, stay blessed, and stay focused. Peace! A fun fact, this whole video was recorded on another A7 Mark IV with another 24-105. So all of the autofocusing, all of the tracking, everything there is all done with the same exact setup that's right over here as well. So tell me what you guys think of it. Is the autofocus pretty good? What do you think? Tracking's pretty good? Huh? Is it tracking pretty good? I feel like it's doing its thing. It's doing its thing. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Peace.